Regular season SEC play comes to a close for two rivals. It is the rubber match. Emotions are running high. It is Alabama, number 16 in the land, and Auburn once again for bragging rights. In this series, and a lot to talk about on Maddie Penta Day here, J.B. Moore Field. Cahalan Johnson. Hevlin will lead things off for Pat Murphy's Alabama Crimson Tide. One pitch, one out. McCrary fields it cleanly. Into right field. That's down for a hit in front of Tresvik. On the little flare, and the blooper means the first.
Oh, not running out of gas, because Maddie Penta and Shelby Lowe worked well together, but the inning differential is pretty big. Penta, a ton of innings on the season.
First strikeout for Widra. Final day of the regular season in the SEC for these rivals. Back-to-back strikeouts for Annabelle Widra. We're here with some of what we were listening to from everyone. McCrary, Packer, and Tresvik will lead things off. Amelia Leck with a two-run shot back in game one. Jam job over to shorts, and one pitch, one away is McCrary.
Balls. She's a drop ball pitcher, has a phenomenal off-speed pitcher you love to play behind if you're a defender.
Packer sends it through the right side into right field. Auburn with its first hit. Tresvik, 3 hits in 2 games, hit sharply to second. Hevlin to Cahalan, and just like that, the threat ends, as does the inning. 4-6-3 on the double play. We are scoreless on the Plains. Annabelle Widra in the circle. Every first pitch she has thrown today has gone for a strike. As Lauren Esmond. It's quite the scene at the Rhodes house. Pruitt hits softly to first. Milanowski with an easy play, 3 unassisted.
I was actually at Florida State, and that's when.
Feels like the whole network kind of migrates down from Charlotte. About 5 nights. Third strikeout for Annabelle Widra. Dowling caught looking, and a 1-2-3 frame.
To that piece.
Payoff inside and low. Leadoff batter aboard, and Amelia Leck. First walk issued by Brisky.
Yesterday, it's the first rise ball.
Turned on quickly, that's a fair ball. Rounding second is Martin. Up with it is Johnson in left field. And the Tigers are cooking here in the bottom of the second. Runners at second and third, and no one out. Right back up the middle. That's into center field for a base hit. It's 1-0 Auburn. Martin comes home. Advancing to third is Milanowski.
Pitchers is having to face an offense day 2, because the adjustments are going to be made some way or another.
Roach over to first, and the tag will be applied by Broadfoot. And it took a second for that out to be recorded, and let's see what happens in the process.
I think for a second they thought that the tag was not applied. Broadfoot obviously having to make sure that she's keeping tabs on Milanowski there at third base. I don't think that there was a tag applied.
Saw the arm being worked on before stepping back in. In her half, and a called strike 3. So here comes Kayla Bieber. On Thursday night in the 3rd inning. Into right field, that'll drive home another run. Here comes a potential second. Play at the plate and thrown out. Woolers unable to score, and a great job by Pruitt in right field. Watching on ESPN as Widra comes home and strikes out Valentine. Well, tomorrow, the final day of the softball regular season, our featured game number 2.
In the box a little bit.
Johnson pops it up over on the right side. An easy play for Rose Roach. Out number 2.
Anticipated series and matchup.
Sharply to center. Packer tracking. Makes the play. A 1-2-3 frame. Auburn coming back up to bat already. Leading rival Alabama.
Already 4 walks for McCrary in this series so far.
Hit sharply to third. Dowling up with it quickly and delivers the first out. Packer with her left heel out of the box. Waiting Beaver's offering. And Kayla Beaver with a strikeout. Her second. Don't forget next Saturday a baseball doubleheader. I think that one's almost worse than what we just saw off the forearm. And Tresvik strikes out. Beaver the fist pump. Throw down to first in plenty of time.
To find a way to have those good ABs.
Johnson jammed, and the shortstop Peralta with a jumping catch. It's a first out. I had my question ready to go too. I'm not sure why I called for the big moments throughout this series. Auburn a 2-0 advantage. This one roped into left field. Oh, Hevelin aboard for the first time this morning and now into the afternoon. All sports. Hit sharply. Peralta flips it over to second in time, and the double play. Great turn by Roach, and somehow got enough on that ball to get it.
Clear your hips, open up a little bit sooner, or back off the plate.
Leck, deep fly ball to left field, a moonshot, and it is gone. Second home run of the series. 3-0 Auburn. I mean, that ball was hit into orbit. This one, a soft liner into left field. Back-to-back knocks. And Milanowski now standing at first.
A good day by Axe.
Payoff pitch, swung on and miss, and Woolers strikes out. That'll be the 4th of the afternoon for Beaver. And a very big first out. Try to in the on-deck circle. Runner goes. The pitch that was low. The tag is applied. And Milanowski is erased, caught stealing. It's the last regular season home game for Mickey Dean that we have discussed. He steps down at the end of the year. And Roach draws a 2-out walk.
Well, that's back-to-back-to-back.
Annabelle Weidra, the start in the circle, started her career in softball at Michigan. Second season with the Tigers. That'll get past Valentine and enable Roach. Squaring to bunt was Weidra. Stealing third in the process is Roach. Second stolen base of the season.
55 pitches thrown in a couple of innings. Lengthy counts.
Weidra in the gap, but it stays up long enough for Lauren Johnson to track it down. Damage is done off the bat of Amelia Leck. Her
It's happening.
swung on and missed. Esmond goes down, and the strikeout for Weidra for that kind of production. Here's Larissa Pruitt. Straight up, foul territory, an easy play for Elkins. 2 away. Kind of in that same spot. Dukeshire drives one in the gap all the way to the wall. And the longest single perhaps seen this year at Jane B. Moore Field. That was a rocket and a base hit for Alabama. Has a hit in the series so far. Big moment here. The sophomore from Phoenix, a hot shot. Wohlers tracks it down in time at first. In fact, that's her second home run. The runs have been very difficult to come by. Peralta barrels that one up. It'll stay in the yard. Jenna Johnson records the out in left field. Watch on the ESPN app as well. And a quick shout out to the SEC Now crew as that line drive will be caught by Johnson. Alyssa Lane going to be in the house this weekend. Made her SportsCenter debut last night.
Fabulous.
Tip of the cap.
Full about bigger picture of if we have to play on Tuesday and we win, that means Wednesday and Thursday. So there's a lot. So the bright spot right now for me is Annabelle Wiedra and how she's been able to, because to me that's better for the game. I think it's cool to see that the unbeaten can be beaten.
Tresvik strikes out, side retired, 5 innings in the book. Still 3-0, Bama coming back up to bat. Hits softly over to first. Milanowski reaches out for out number 1. And Cahalan into right field is aboard for the first time, and with 1 out, Crimson Tide get a much-needed base runner.
How to really adjust to that spinny Sydney Littlejohn type curveball that we've seen Wiedra throw.
And that hit Johnson on the left leg, and so now the Crimson Tide will bring the tying run to the plate.
Just give you that little extra pep in your step when you're stepping into the box over.
Payoff from Wiedra. Haviland strikes out. 6th strikeout for Annabelle Wiedra.
I need to use that to my advantage.
Broadfoot pops it up. Peralta, an easy play, and the threat subsides. Bama strands a pair, 3-0 our score. Auburn looking for more insurance. Game here at Jane B. Moore Field. Year number 7 after coming in from James Madison. Leck lays down a bunt. Haley Johnson up with it quickly. And for a player that smashed 2 home runs this weekend, that was the last thing I was expecting. Milanowski right underneath that one into foul territory. Jenna Johnson makes the play. 2 quick outs. Third base, we've seen her primarily as a catcher in the series before. She has not missed a beat under the glove of Haley Johnson. And the inning continues. And now Rose Roach has worked a full count. Johnson delivers home, heart of the plate, and a called strike 3. Bama down to its final 3 outs. And for the head coach of the Auburn Tigers, between Bama and Auburn. Drill 5 hits on the season and 13 ABs, and she strikes out. Senior day, no less, in Tuscaloosa. It's softly, pop up to Peralta. And the tie down to their final out. Annabelle Wiedra, the start of her life. Let's do it again. Ball and 2 strikes. Dukeshire, fly ball to left. Smith has it. Auburn wins the game. Wiedra goes the distance, and the Tigers win the series. The head coach at Auburn, Mickey Dean, his final home game in the regular season comes to a close, and he will go out in style. The series victory against arch rival Alabama.